All right, I think we're recording. Yeah, I did it. Okay. All right, guys, what's up? And welcome to our team call tonight. Tonight we have a very special guest speaker. It's Miss Leslie Davis. I'm so excited to have her on here because let me tell you, the girl brings like tons of energy and like you're all going to be super fired up and not be able to sleep tonight. So prepare yourselves, get your notebooks ready. Leslie, a little bit about her. She started as a coach in March of 2013, and she was a premier coach in 2014. And in 2015, she finished Elite 6-star Diamond Coach number 30 in the company. Like, what? That's so amazing. She's an SC10 legend. She's been Success Club 10 or higher for 33 consecutive months. Like, bananas crazy. Oh, and her husband is a 2-star Diamond and an SC5 All-Star. So, like, they're kind of the dynamic duo there. And she has 9 personally sponsored lifetime diamonds. So we're going to have her talk about Success Club because, like, obviously the girl knows how to make it happen, okay? So get your notebooks ready, and I am going to turn it over to Leslie here. I think you can unmute yourself, right? Maybe, or I can find it. Oh, wait,
Yeah,
there you go. Okay, all right, good.
Well, thank you. I hope I can live up to your expectations. I appreciate the introduction and the opportunity to speak to your team. Very excited. And as I know, you guys like to keep it short and concise, so I'll try to hit some high-level points and to really drive some key messages home, things that you probably have already heard, but maybe hearing it from somebody else will help generate new ideas, new inspiration, and really get you motivated in the right direction to take your business to the next level in 2016. Because guys, right now you have a big opportunity to maximize the first quarter to really propel your business for the rest of the year. What you do in the first quarter and how you continue down the road in 2016 is really going to help you, one, grow your business stronger, but also if you're shooting for things like Premier and Elite and certain ranks in the company, hitting it really, really hard in January, February, and March is key to that success. So let me, I just put together a couple slides. So let me see if I can screen share that with you guys real quick. And you can see that, right? I'm just, Angela, I'm minimize the screen so it didn't take up the space, but if anybody has questions or throws up a chat, just let me know. I just can't see that part. Okay, so first of all, success leaves clues. Okay, Angela brought me onto this call because she's probably seen some of my success. She knows me, she's followed my story, she's heard about me out there, and there's nothing special about me. I like to think there might be, but there isn't anything special that I'm doing. All I've done and what I've done from day one in this business is follow clues. I always tell the team, success leaves clues, and I eat them up all day long. And that's what you guys should do too. Be inspired by other coaches that have had success in this business, because if you watch what they're doing, if you learn their techniques, if you see patterns that are driving their success, that's just an opportunity for you to learn from them. I take great pride in knowing that, like, what we've built, my husband and I, is truly us. We don't have an upline coach. I mean, we do, but we're orphaned in an organization. So we don't have a coach who adds to our downline or or grows or helps us grow our organization. What we've created from scratch for 3 years. And the only way I could have done that with his support and with him by my side is for us to go out there and actually find what people are doing. Because if somebody else has done it before us, it can be done. And the same is true for any of you on this call. So don't be afraid to go out there and be a student, be resourceful, go out there and look up YouTubes, look up people's channels, go to your back office and look at the top 25 coaches or the top 25 from last year and go follow them. See what they're doing. There's patterns in their behaviors. There's patterns in their business, and you can pick up on them very, very, very easily if you watch them and are a student of what they do. And it's out there and available to you. Most of these coaches have no problem sharing. They don't have any issue with, I didn't know Angela. And initially, she reached out to me and said, hey, and struck up a conversation. Had she not done that, I wouldn't have had this opportunity to talk to you guys, and you guys wouldn't have this opportunity to learn a little bit from me and how we've grown our business. Don't be afraid to do things like that. Be bold in your business. That's what truly helps you succeed. And don't be afraid. I know confidence is something really tough for a lot of people to build and to mature over time, but it's something that also is hugely beneficial to have in this business. The more confident you are as a coach and as a leader of your team, the better off you are. People are going to gravitate to that confidence and really want to be part of what you're doing, especially when you share your story and share your success openly and boldly. I can't give you any more great advice than to do that and to be inspired by other successful coaches. There's nothing wrong with following them and seeing what they're doing and tweaking it to suit your needs. So secondly, you probably have heard, and why is this so important? So you probably heard, or Angela or other leaders on your team are always talking about Success Club and points. And, yes, Success Club does equate to points, but you probably heard this saying before. Your success is a direct reflection of the number of lives you impact. So yes, while you're thinking of them in points because they are a benchmark that you can use as a goal each month to reach certain milestones in your business, truthfully, at the end of the day, it's something that is really moving your business forward. It is actually, and it's hard for a lot of people because they see points all the time and they're like, why are they pushing points, or why do I have to get Success Club? And they get so caught up, coaches in general, and I might be speaking directly to you. You get so caught up in this number that it stresses you out, and it's very overwhelming, and you shut down from the beginning. And we don't want that. A lot of people just have to take a step back and really think about what that number means. The number isn't a point. It's not that I got 10 and Angela got 20, she's better than me. It's that I grew my business by 5 additional people, by helping them and impacting their life in a positive way, whether they join me to be a coach on the team or whether they're a new customer who has a significant weight loss goal that you're now going to help achieve over several months. Regardless of what it is, Success Club is just a direct reflection of those lives that you're impacting every single day. And the more you do that, the more people you reach every day, the more people you add to your network to share your story with, to invite to a challenge group, to support in a group, and then hopefully bring on as your team as a coach, the more success you're going to see in your business. And if you're in this business to grow it monetarily, Success Club is directly tied to your monetary goals. You can back into a Success Club goal if you have a monetary goal. So if you came to Angela or I and said, hey, I want to make $1,000 this month, we can sit down and back into $1,000 that equate to Success Club points, or a certain amount of challenge packs sold, or Shakeology sold, or team volume accumulated over a certain period of time. So there is a direct correlation between Success Club and monetary benefit. And beyond just helping those individuals and impacting their lives and selling challenge packs, getting the commission from a retail perspective, we all know that you also generate Success Club leads. Just to give you an example, over the last 3 years, almost going on 3 years next month, I've had over 70, and this is just my business center, not including my husband's, but I've had over 70 Success Club leads. Success Club leads, you generate commission, free money. So times 70 by $33, because at least it was a Shakeology order, And you can see that that's free money that I benefited from by making Success Club a non-negotiable goal every single month. And then above and beyond that, free leads, over 300 free leads in the last 3 years that were just given to me. Now, you probably, and I'm sure there's people on the call that, yeah, we don't often hear back from a lot of our leads, but those that do, you can stay connected with. And this is just the very first contact of you getting that lead. Many have gone on to become loyal customers, repeat customers, or even coaches. And none of that would have been possible without achieving Success Club. So you can see a direct correlation to all of this and how it's all tied together. And then above and beyond just those nice perks of Success Club and the rewards and recognition you get, like Legend and All-Star, which is really fun, especially if you're going to Summit, going up on the stage and getting, your plaques, or like last year, I don't know if you guys can see that, but up there, it's like this, pillar thing. I'm sure those are great, but I know I didn't start this business and I didn't leave my corporate job after 12 years to run a business like this for a plaque. I did not do that. So yes, I love the recognition they give us, but at the end of the day, I did this because I wanted to set our family up with financial freedom and freedom of time and constraints in our future. And I've been able to do that in the last 3 years as a coach, and you can do that too. If your why is strong enough in this business, you can absolutely achieve anything. And I say that to everyone I ever speak to or everyone on our team. You can achieve all of that and more if you set up these very basic goals in your business, and the first one being Success Club. So in my mind, when I came on as a coach, I knew after I did tons of research, because remember, I didn't have an upline telling me you need to achieve Success Club, even though I would have liked that. My husband and I went online and researched people like Scotty Hobbs and Brittany Leggett and Brigitte Leggett, Brittany Leggett, Brigitte Linford, and all of them. I went and looked at what they were doing, and I heard every single one of them repeating it, and I'm like, okay, well, if they're doing it, I better do it, because they're successful for a reason, so I'm going to do it. And that has been, honestly, a goal every single month. It's absolutely necessary and non-negotiable that we achieve Success Club 10 or more in my business center and in my husband's business center. He's actually working to Success Club 10 Legend with All-Star just right around or Legend Success Club 5, Legend, whatever, around the corner. But regardless, at the end of the day, it's because that's directly tied to our income. And because we've been consistent with that in our business, we've seen over the last 3 years, every single year, a 200 to 300% yearly raise in what we're generating through commission, through our earnings, through Beachbody. That is an astronomical growth if you think about that. I left a 6-figure corporate job to do this. I took an 80% pay cut, and people are like cringe when I tell them that. We were not in a financial situation where I should have done that, but I did it because I had a deep passion for what I was doing, and I knew I could do it too. And for me, I had that from the beginning. I knew it was something I wanted to do and wanted to pursue. And this year, actually, mid last year, I surpassed my salary. And it's because I truly believe, because I always had my eye on how many people I could help and how I could help more every single month. It wasn't necessarily about Success Club 5, Success Club 10. It was just, I need to find and help as many people as I can. And if you go to any successful coach out there, they're going to tell you the only thing that differentiates them from the average coach is that they speak to more people every single day. They add more people to their network. They reach out to more people. They share with more people. They invite more people. And they're not tied to the outcome of those invites. They're not emotionally attached to them. I think a lot of times as we grow our business and as coaches set their goals for Success Club, it can be really hard hearing no all the time and not achieving it as quickly as you want. But you must be resilient in this business and keep moving forward, and know that those no's are not a personal reflection of your success. It's just that person is not ready right now. So go find another one, and make it an adventure. Make it, okay, well, you're not ready right yet. I'll put you on this list and I'm going to move on to the next person. So, let me take that to this topic on how you actually achieve it. And these are not rocket science. These aren't like, I'm not giving you any secrets. You guys probably already know all of these. Obviously, the first thing you should be doing as a coach is sharing your story. Get comfortable sharing your story, whatever your story is, because there are people out there that will relate to that story and will be attracted by you as a coach, and they will want to join you. When you can get comfortable sharing your story openly and boldly and being 100% authentic to yourself and your personality, it takes your business to a whole new level. You really have to get comfortable with that, because that's when the right people start coming into your organization and into your teams. And once you start sharing more and more and more, it becomes much easier to invite. And we know we're sharing every day, we're inviting every day. Whatever your goal might be each day, you want to make sure you're consistent with that. And when you're inviting, that you're creating a list and you're running your business from a list. Guys, I have lists like no other. Oh my gosh. This is my 2016 book. I have a 15 and 14 book too. But they're run from lists, and I have an Excel spreadsheet, and I have a system. I mean, I have just about everything you can think of. But I really, really run this business completely around lists. And it's because I want to track and stay on top of those people that I'm talking with, because I want to show them that I care, that even though they told me no a month ago, 2 months from now, when I go to re-invite them, they know that I care and that I'm regurgitating some of the things that our last discussion we had, so that they can see the connection and see that I might have something of value for them at that point in time. And they may still say no, but that's okay, because I'm working off a list. I can continuously invite from that list. I think a lot of people, they say, oh, I'm out of my warm market. I don't have anywhere else to go. And I hate that. I'll tell you, I'll be the first one. My team knows that I hate that. I think it's a complete cop-out. There is millions of people out there. Running out of people is not an excuse. You can find them in Facebook groups. You can find them on other social networks. And if you're running your business from a list, all those no's will eventually become a yes. So you're never out of people. You just need to go back to some of the people you've already had conversations with. And then last but not least, and certainly most important, is you've got to make this a non-negotiable in your business. If it's important to you, if you have monetary goals, if succeeding in this business is what you want, Success Club has got to be a non-negotiable. You cannot give yourself an excuse to not achieve it each month. I'm not kidding you. When I first began, I was that coach that went to every single family member and said, you need to sign up tonight, midnight, because tomorrow I need to be in Success Club. And I went to every single one of them, and every single one of them, I made them sign up, because I was not going to not achieve it. And that's because I knew how important it was. Now, my sisters are no longer coaches, and my dad is, but they all, helped me at a point in time to help me get my business up and running. And you might have to do that too. Whatever it is, you have to make it a non-negotiable and do whatever it takes at the end of the day to make sure that you're reaching that goal, because you're doing your business a big disservice if you're not, in the fact that you're not growing. If you're not achieving it, you're plateauing in your business. It's just like a weight loss goal. When you stop, you're going to maintain and or worse, drop down. Same with Success Club. When you stop, you get stagnant, and to pump that water and well again is 10 times harder. It's like, you don't want to stop. You want to at least keep doing what you need to do each month so that you're staying above and or not surpassing what your goals are. Okay, so I told Angela I was going to keep this short, and I'm already 4 minutes over my 15-minute goal. So I want to just leave that because I want to give you guys an opportunity to ask me any questions that you have. I love Q&A more than I love presentations. But I did want to give you a couple call to actions, because no good presenters should leave without telling you what to do. So after this, I want you to really think about what you want in this business. So if it's not to grow monetarily, if you don't have those types of goals, maybe Success Club isn't necessarily your goal. Maybe it's something more personal to you and your journey. Whatever it is, declare success now. Far too often do I see coaches say, I want to get a Success Club. Every month I ask the same group of people, hey, who's going for Success Club? And I'll hear it all day long. Yeah, I want it. And if there's no action behind it, it ain't going to happen. And a lot of times it's because they don't believe they can achieve it. Believe it from the day one. Say, you know what, I'm going to achieve Success Club this month. It's not going to be pressure at midnight, at the end of the month, at the last day, at the last moment. It's not going to happen because I'm going to make sure I do it by the 5th of the month, the 10th of the month, the 15th, halfway through, or by the 25th, whatever that goal is. Declare your success now, because you guys, you can do this. There's nothing hard about this business. And if you get it in your mind now that you can achieve it, you will achieve it. I promise you. And set your intentions every day and communicate those goals to your upline. I think it's, just like we tell our customers or our members to tell us their goals, it gives you another layer of accountability in your business. So communicate them. Put them on your team page. Go tonight and say, you know what, guys, I'm fired up. I'm making this a non-negotiable. I will absolutely achieve Success Club. And here's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to go send out 100 invites this month. I'm going to go for no, and I'm going to go back to my list and pull up the last 100 people, and I'm going to send them all invites. Put action behind those words and those intentions, and just do it. Determine the number of invites you need. It's about every 1 in 10. If you're doing written communication, I'm a big advocate of getting on the phone. So if you can get on the phone with somebody, you have far more success, like double the success rate, probably triple the success rate. But if you're, I know we all live busy lives, and you communicate better over Messenger and email, it's really like 1 in every 10 people. So you want to think about that. If it's 1 in every 10 people that are going to actually join me, and I have a Success Club goal of Success Club 10, well, I need at least 5 people. That's at least 50 invites this month. So I need to at least send out 12 and a half, 13 every single week. If you're not backing into that goal and making smaller goals for yourself, it's going to be much harder to achieve the larger goal. And then you get backed into that, midnight hour on the last day of the month, stress panic mode that everybody tends to get into. And I hate that. I don't allow that on my team page, because it just creates a lot of anxiety, and I steer clear of that. So to steer clear of that, set the big goal up and then break it down into smaller goals and determine the number of invites you need to do each week. And like I said, just start inviting. Don't be afraid. You guys have something incredible to offer people. Do any of you regret what you've gotten yourself into? Probably not. So why not share that with everybody else? If they tell you no, okay, go find somebody else. And just go for no. There's nothing wrong with getting a no. In fact, I love it. When I get it, I'm like, okay, I'll cross you off, but I'll put you on my month 2 follow-up for next month. And you can certainly do that too. Make it fun. Don't make it like, oh God, I gotta know, what am I gonna do? This sucks. This totally sucks. Don't do that. It doesn't suck. You at least put yourself out there. That person now knows what you're doing, and they're gonna wanna follow you. And even though they may not message you or say anything to you, a couple months from now, they might pop up in your messenger. Believe me, it happens all the time. About 75% of my no's I've converted into yeses at some point in my business. It will happen. They will come to you. But if you don't put yourself out there and you don't give them an opportunity to hear the business or the challenge group offer that you have, they'll never know, and they'll go to another coach who does do it. And believe me, there are coaches out there that are doing it. I'm one of them. So not that I would go poach around and get other people's customers, but people follow multiple coaches. And if you're not bold enough to put yourself out there, they will go find somebody else who is. So keep that in mind. Let that person know you're thinking about them and you value what they are and what they're doing in your business, and you want to help them reach their goals. Okay. See, I could talk forever. I'm going to wrap this up right now. Stay plugged in and accountable. So do what you say. If you say you want to reach Success Club, don't get all, excuse my mouth, pissy if Angela reaches out to you in 15 days and says, hey, how are you doing with your goal? And don't get upset by that. Be excited about this. Know that someone is going to hold you accountable to what you say and are only genuinely wanting to help you succeed in this business. I can't stand it when coaches do that. I don't like it. If you're going to tell me you're going to do it, my job as your coach, as your upline, as your leader, is to help you stay accountable to what you say and to give you the tools that you need to succeed. And I guarantee you, Angela has those as well, and she wants to support all of you in reaching those goals. So stay plugged in and stay accountable. It's okay to struggle. It's normal. We all struggle certain times of the year, certain times in a month. But as soon as you unplug yourself and as soon as you back away, that's when things start to unravel. And you don't want to do that. Stay plugged in even on the hard times and the times that you're struggling, because that's the time you need it the most. Okay. I'll breathe. All right. So that's what I have. And I took up all of that time. But
that's okay. It was so awesome. I'm like, yay, let's go.
I'm extremely passionate about this business, as you can tell, and helping others succeed. So if you guys have questions, I'm definitely here.
I think there were a couple in the chat.
Oh, okay.
Laura asked, do you have any suggestions, input, advice on building a relationship versus flat out asking of joining a challenge group? Any suggestions for keeping confidence high with lots of no's? Okay.
Yes, that's good questions. So as far as, let me tackle the confidence high with lots of no's. Okay, and I think you probably asked me the question and I probably answered it through my long spew of my message. But as far as keeping your confidence high, you just have to realize once there's a fantastic quote in GoPro from Eric War. I'll have to look up the page and I can give it to you guys. But it truly is when you can emotionally detach yourself from the outcome of an invite, you will start to blaze trails. And realize that no is no reflection on you, what you're trying to do, your business, or your success as a coach. Because you get a lot of them doesn't mean you're bad or you suck or you're not good at what you do. It just means that you're getting a lot of people who aren't ready yet. And that's okay. Not everybody is going to drink up our tea or Kool-Aid, right? They're not ready in their journey to take on a fitness program or Shakeology or an entire fitness journey. And that's okay. What you're doing, and if you can get it in your head now that what you're doing is just exposing yourself to that person and count it more as an exposure versus, I got a yes versus a no, you'll find yourself excited about no's, because it's like, okay, I just got in front of someone new. That was great. Even though I got crickets and never heard back from them, they at least know I'm a coach and they know what I'm doing and they know I'm passionate about helping them. So when they are ready, they'll come to me. And then it's also really important that you make note of that person, whether it was a no or a cricket, and follow up. Far too often, like I go back to my list all the time. I wasn't kidding when I said, if you tell me you ran out of people to invite, I'm going to call you out, because that's not true. You have lists of no's you can go back to every single month. And I go back to them regularly. I'm sure these people think I'm straight up crazy, but like I said, I've converted probably 75% of my no's over the last 3 years at some point, because eventually someone becomes ready. So I think it's just a mindset shift, honestly, in keeping your confidence high and just detaching yourself emotionally to an outcome of an invite. Your other part of your question was suggestions, input, advice on building relationships versus flat out asking to join a challenge group. Okay, so I don't advocate just sending people like, hey, join my challenge group if you've never had a conversation with them. And I really, really, really hate invites to groups that like I should not be part of. Like, don't invite me to your nail party. Don't invite me to your clothing party. Don't invite me to any of those things if I've never even talked to you. I mean, I definitely appreciate their boldness, but it drives me crazy. And I'm sure I'm not the only person that feels that way. And I'm sure other people don't want to just be randomly added to things. And it's the same thing in a conversation. I feel really awkward when I have random people come to me who I've never heard from before, and they just come out and say, hey, do you want to join this? I, again, appreciate their stewardness in their business, but it rubs me the wrong way. And I think if I did that to other people, it would probably rub them the wrong way too. So I try to advocate relationship building as much as possible. And that could be as easy as just reaching out to that individual's profile, looking about, spending 5 minutes and figuring out something about them that you can connect to, first of all. And then if there is something, start following them. It's, seeing what they're doing, liking their posts, commenting on their posts. So you're exposing yourself more to this person. And then it's not so awkward because they're probably gonna be like, oh, I remember she said my daughter's birthday party was super cute. Or, whatever it was. Or she congratulated me on my race last week. And it was so nice of her to go out of her way. So it's not so awkward when you go to strike up that initial conversation. So big advocate for trying to form a relationship first, and then start the invite process. Of course, there's those moments where you have like the general invite posts that you put on, like your social media where you're saying, hey, contact me, comment or message me if you're interested in joining this group, or you put it in a video or something like that, where you might get someone who you've never had a relationship with contact you, which is fantastic. I would still not jump into the challenge group conversation when that person contacts me. I would ask them a little bit about themselves first, understand what their goals are. And if you ask me, I'd get them on the phone and talk to them that way, because you can form a relationship within minutes on the phone. I feel like you get a direct connection with somebody versus days and multiple messages trying to do it online. So if you can do that, great. If not, messages are the way to go. I did it for the first couple of years of my business. I hope that answered your question. I have a problem with that. I have long-winded answers.
Well, thank you so much. I'm really sorry I have to wrap this up, but apparently I screwed up our next call. That I'm supposed to do another call for like my uplines team later. And
sure. There's more people. Hi, everyone.
I made a separate link and everyone is here. So everyone for the Fit Force Dash to Diamond call that's here, I'm sorry. This is the end of my team call. So I hope you're getting some benefit from it. Leave it to me to screw it up.
No problem. Well,
thank you so much, Leslie. This was amazing.
Yeah, no problem. If there are already questions, just shoot them over to me, Angela. I'm happy to hop on or answer anything your team has.
Okay, awesome. And for my team, I want you guys all to answer her call to action in our team page. I'll put up a post, and then you guys can put it all your goals and everything underneath of it, so we can hold each other accountable for it. All right.
Have a good night.
All right. Thanks, guys.